We live in a world obsessed with outcomes. Hit the target, close the deal, win the prize. But Bruce Lee saw things differently. He said, "The goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at." To him, goals weren't the finish line. They were fuel, a direction, a reason to move forward and evolve. It's not about achieving every single goal. It's about who you become while pursuing it. This mindset changes everything. Let's unpack the deeper meaning behind Bruce Lee's words and how it can transform the way you approach life. Let's begin. Number 1. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. At first glance, this sounds like Bruce Lee is lowering the bar. But look deeper. He's teaching us that the true value of a goal is not in reaching it, but in what it awakens within you as you pursue it. The goal gives your energy a target. It gives your actions focus. It turns drifting into discipline. Even if you fall short, the journey transforms you. So don't become obsessed with the finish line. Become obsessed with the stride, the struggle, the stretch. Classic warrior story. In ancient Japan, master archer Awa Kenzo taught his students Kyudo, the way of the bow. But he would often say, "The target is not the goal. The goal is to become one with the shot." His students learned that even when the arrow missed, the discipline, posture, and presence they gained were the real victories. Bruce Lee mirrored this. He set massive goals, fame, mastery, global change, but always understood. It's not about achieving, it's about becoming. Modern-day example. You might train for a marathon and get injured before race day, or build a business and fall short of your revenue target, or aim for a promotion that doesn't come. Does that mean you failed? Not if you became stronger, more focused, more resilient in the process. The goal still served its purpose. It gave you a reason to grow. Bruce Lee is telling us, judge your progress not by outcomes, but by who you're becoming on the way. Scientific insight. According to Dr. Edwin Locke, creator of goal-setting theory, goals do 3 critical things. They direct attention, they mobilize effort, they increase persistence. But here's the twist. Goals don't have to be achieved to be effective. Even aspirational goals, ones that are just out of reach, produce measurable boosts in motivation, brain plasticity, and emotional resilience. So when Bruce Lee said this, he was speaking the language of high-performance psychology. 5 tips to implement. This quote, set big goals, but focus on the process. Let the goal inspire you, but let the daily discipline define you. Celebrate progress, not just completion. Did you train today? Write today? Build today? That's winning. Detach your identity from the outcome. You are not your goal. You are the warrior who aimed at it. Redefine failure as feedback. If you didn't hit it, what did you learn? What muscles did you build? Keep the aim alive. Even if you fall short, reset and re-aim. The target moves, but the warrior never stops pulling the string. Number 2. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. Bruce Lee isn't saying things are evil. He's saying, when your self-worth depends on things, you've already lost it. If your identity is tied to your car, your watch, your house, or even your followers, then your value rises and falls with what you own, not with who you are. And the more you worship external status, the more you neglect your internal strength. This quote is about self-sovereignty, about choosing inner worth over outer symbols, about being rooted in character, not clutter. Classic warrior story. In ancient Rome, the emperor Marcus Aurelius lived in palaces, wore robes of gold, and ruled the world. But in his private journal, Meditations, he wrote, You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Despite owning everything, he reminded himself daily that nothing external defined him. Bruce Lee walked a similar path. Fame didn't distract him. He owned material things, but they never owned him. His real treasure was his mind, his discipline, and his philosophy. Modern-day example. Imagine someone obsessed with buying luxury clothes to feel confident. Or someone who constantly posts online, not to express but to impress. They start to believe their value equals their image. And the moment that image cracks, they fall apart. Now imagine someone who walks with purpose, with peace, with presence, regardless of what they wear or drive. People feel their power because it comes from within. That's the Bruce Lee mindset. Scientific insight. Psychologists refer to this as extrinsic versus intrinsic self-worth. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people who base their self-esteem on material possessions experience higher anxiety, lower life satisfaction, and even weaker immune systems. Meanwhile, those who cultivate intrinsic worth, values, growth, relationships, purpose, are mentally tougher and resilient to failure. Bruce Lee was decades ahead of the research. He knew, you are not what you have, you are what you become. 5 tips to implement. This quote, audit your attachments. Ask yourself, what do I own that I'm afraid to lose? Then ask why. Invest in self, not symbols. Spend more time building your mind, your craft, your character, not your collection. Practice minimalism. Weekly, clean one space. Let go of something you don't need. Prove to yourself you're not ruled by things. Detach image from identity. Stop performing for approval. Be real, be grounded, be still. Replace have with am. Don't say, I have a nice car. Say, I am disciplined, consistent, sharp. What you are matters more than what you own. And finally, at number 3, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. This quote is a wake-up call. Most people wish for life to be gentle. No struggle, no setbacks, no hardship. But Bruce Lee challenges that mindset completely. He's saying, don't wish for life to get lighter. Train to carry more weight. Because life will be hard. That's not a punishment. It's a forge. And what matters most is not the smoothness of your path, but the strength of the one walking it. This quote transforms suffering into strength, discomfort into growth, and fear into fire. Classic warrior story. In the icy mountains of Japan, a young samurai once asked his master, "Why is our training so hard? Why so much pain when we may never even fight?" The master said, "You don't train for war. You train so that life itself does not defeat you." Similarly, Bruce Lee didn't just train for combat. He trained to face injury, racism, rejection, and near paralysis. Doctors once told him he might never kick again. He refused that fate. He trained through agony, rebuilt his body, and came back even stronger. He didn't pray for ease. He became the kind of man no storm could break. 5 tips to implement this. Quote, train harder than life requires, wake up early, push your limits, get uncomfortable on purpose. So when life hits, you're already stronger than it. Choose challenges daily. Take cold showers, fast occasionally, speak your truth. Make yourself difficult to shake. Build mental armor. Journal through pain. Reflect after setbacks. Meditate through chaos. Strength is forged in silence. Stop asking for easy. Instead of why me, ask, what is this building in me? Reframe struggle as a gift. Every challenge is a gym for your spirit. Walk into the storm and leave it as steel. Bruce Lee didn't chase goals for the sake of achievement. He pursued them for the growth they sparked. He understood that the true value of a goal isn't in reaching it. It's in how it stretches you, disciplines you, and reveals who you really are. Some goals are meant to guide you, not to be conquered. And that's okay, because the path itself is the real reward. So whether you hit the target or fall short, if you gave your all and grew stronger in the process, you didn't fail. You evolved. Keep aiming. Keep growing. That's the Bruce Lee way. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And remember, it's not about the goal. It's about the warrior you become chasing it.